You're probably asking the question, why should I use Twitter? Twitter is stupid. It would never work for me to look for a job, and I don't want all my personal information out there and don't care about that. Hi, I'm Steve Scott from Senior Executives in Transition, and that's what we're going to talk about in today's quick video. Yes, Twitter does appear stupid if you're not smart on how to use it. However, Twitter is actually an incredible tool that's used today to help you find a job. So here's what the biggest reason is. Number one, it's really about finding the buzz in your industry. How can you find out the happenings, the current affairs, and the comments that people are saying? That is what Twitter will give you. It'll also give you, of course, the local updates and stuff that you get from the news. That's all there. But the real thing is you can follow things that would be so hard to find. So let's talk about what that would be, a couple of those. For example, it's very easy to follow lists on Twitter. You can go to someone who's a guru in your industry, a thought leader, and you can click on what they follow. You can actually, they've got lists that they've developed, and you can follow them directly for what they have to say, but you can also follow and see who it is that they are following, and automatically have that come in with one or two clicks into your own list. So now you've got a kind of a news stream, a customized news stream about your industry coming in. Here's another idea. What about if you want to do a search? See, it's very easy in Twitter to just hit a search button and say for example, your particular industry jobs or your level of jobs in your city. Click those things in and scroll up, they will. Now, here's the other idea, though, that people don't know about. Two more things really important on Twitter. If you go into Twitter, there are two ways to do kind of generic searches that are always available. One of which is it's called a hashtag. We know it as the pound sign also, but you know, it's the cross hash tic-tac-toe sign. So they call it hashtag in Twitter for whatever reason. And so if you know about, for example, San Diego jobs, you put in hashtag San Diego jobs, all one continuous word, and hit search, you will see all things that have that. So what you should do is if you're in Austin, for example, there will be Austin jobs, hashtag Austin jobs. So then you would click on that and you could see what the scroll is. Now, how about if you're in an industry, you want to say, okay, all automotive management. So you could just go in and type automotive management jobs in Detroit or in Austin, and then you can see what those would be. And if you happen to know that there's a special hashtag, use the hashtag. The other way of doing that is quite frequently within a city, somebody is posting jobs, so or across the country. So you just find who that is doing that posting and look and see what that posting name is, because there are companies and people who will post not using the personal name but the job search. So we've got one here in San Diego called SD Jobs. Boom, there you go, you're in. Or biotech jobs. And so you can just look at as if they are a user and then follow them. And those things will automatically show up and you're able to search for them, but also get them on your stream. And then if you're going to a conference, also conferences quite frequently will have some sort of a hashtag. So if it's, for example, on mobile apps, it might be the mobile app conference and their quick name or something that they'll have, or some initial. So when you go to conferences now, you'll actually see that some of it's published almost right at the very beginning, because they're encouraging people to tweet about things that are going on. So it's really cool. You can actually be in a conference without being there. You can follow it on Twitter. People do make comments about what's being said on stage, and then if you want to ask a question or participate, all you got to do is reply to one of those comments, and then somebody will see it and be able to follow up with you. So it's kind of a cool way of using Twitter. So there's a few ways. One, it's a great source for industry buzz directly by just following people that are interested in leading. You can actually do very sophisticated searches with Twitter, just using a couple of keywords that are important for what you're looking for. And you can also follow things on conferences. So it's very easy to do. And what I'd recommend, though, is on your usage of it, is that don't live on it. It's not about being there. You go in, you visit it once or twice a day, or however your comfort level is, and you go in for 2 or 3 or 5 minutes, you do a quick scroll, see what's happening, and then get on out and do something else for the rest of your day. If you do see something that's interesting, you want to follow up, it's real easy to either correspond with somebody by hitting reply and get into a conversation, which we'll talk about another time how important that is, but also it's really easy to just jump in and say, look, I'm just going to follow up because there's links to some articles in there constantly. That's where I get so many articles that I follow anymore, is I look, see who's found it in Twitter already and go, oh, there's an interesting idea. I click on the tweet, then it takes me right to to the article. And now I've got the article on Harvard Business Review or whatever magazine it is that I'm looking for.